if the old Mike Tyson shows up for 5 minutes, like, how do you get past that? Right. He doesn't need to be there for the whole fight. He just needs to be there for 5 minutes.
For 5 seconds.
Yeah. I don't know. I hear your strategy and I see your strategy. I don't know that I wouldn't just run for 2 or 3 rounds and hope that he gets tired.
Maybe that's a strategy too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Celebrities have shared their predictions for the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. NFL star Patrick Mahomes recently offered his take, indicating that Jake has a clear route to victory in this significant match. However, Mahomes proposed that for Jake to have any hope against the seasoned boxer, he must extend the match into the later rounds. Elaborating on this notion, he stressed the crucial role of stamina and tactics in overcoming such a formidable adversary. Mahomes admitted trepidation regarding Mike Tyson, suggesting that if Jake can prolong the fight, he may stand a chance of emerging victorious. However, he cautioned that any significant blow to Jake could spell trouble for his prospects. In the midst of his training camp, Mahomes hinted that despite his commitments, he might consider a brief detour to Texas to witness the event in person. Tyson looms large in the pantheon of heavyweight boxing legends, his dominance a fixture in the sport's storied history. Amidst it all, Jake, despite his moniker as the problem child, has yet to face off against top-tier competitors, unlike his current opponent. Meanwhile, iShowSpeed and Logan Paul shared their thoughts on Mahomes' assessment of the fight.
Actually, you know what? That was the best. What is it? What kind of question? Was
Neutral. It's PR trained. He's PR.
No,
trained.
not. That bullshit. That's like the best answer he had when it comes to sports.
Diplomatic.
No, not even. I think he just means the best. Like, because your answer is a word for word his thoughts on it. Like he's like, dude, if Jake drags Tyson out into the water, like, it's over.
Yeah. I think if he stays alive for 2 rounds, he's gonna do it.
I kind of agree with Patrick, actually. Yeah, I agree.
I think it also just got sanctioned as a pro fight, which is cool.
That's really cool. It's in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
It's in Dallas. But I think it's when I'm at training camp, unfortunately.
July 20th?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Quick night, quick jet.
One night out.
Don't tell Coach. No one tell Coach.
Front row seat.
You don't have to go out with Travis.
I've been getting
Stirring the pot even further, hip-hop artists Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda threw down an eye-popping $5,000 wager on the upcoming bout. Will Yayo's unwavering loyalty to his Brooklyn roots and Iron Mike clinch him the win? Or will Uncle Murda's cash end up backing the victorious contender? The imminent showdown between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson isn't merely catching the eye of boxing enthusiasts. It sparked a lively betting rivalry between 2 rap artists. In a recent sit-down with DJ Vlad, the discussion veered towards the July 20th bout. Speaking of fights on July 20th, on Netflix, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, DJ Vlad cued the topic. Tony Yayo, ever loyal to his Brooklyn roots, wasted no time in declaring his allegiance. He said, "We already got money on that. I got Mike Tyson, he's from Brooklyn, so if he says Jake Paul, you already know he's Hollywood." However, Uncle Murda wasn't quite convinced by Tyson's age. "I think Mike is a little too old to be fighting at this point," he interjected. DJ Vlad then clarified the age gap for the listeners. He's 57, Jake Paul's 27. Uncle Murda wasn't fully risking his doubts, despite his worries. Seeing her chance, Yayo playfully raised the ante. This exchange of jests persisted. Yayo countered, "What I'm saying is, look, Jake Paul, yeah, he got a chance. But if Tyson hit him with one of them, feel like it's 88. Because remember, Tyson ain't trying to lose." But Uncle Murda reiterated, "I think Jake Paul I just think is too much of an age difference." Finally, the big reveal came. Uncle Murda admitted, "I put my money on Jake Paul. It's so real I want to lose the money." Many people are concerned about Mike's age, including Tommy Fury, Jake's opponent. Tommy Fury didn't hold back his views on the looming showdown between Tyson and Paul, raising doubts about the fight's legitimacy due to Tyson's age and Paul's questionable history in the ring. Speaking to IFL TV, Fury expressed his disappointment, remarking, "Well, he couldn't beat me, so he's going to fight granddads now, which is terrible, you know. What you were isn't what you are now." He emphasized the respect due to Tyson as a boxing legend and hinted at taking matters into his own hands if Tyson doesn't secure a knockout. Mike Tyson is an absolute legend, deserved the utmost respect. Listen, it is what it is. If Mike doesn't knock him out, I will next time. Fury's remarks demonstrate his contempt for the bout and his adherence to the fundamental principles of the game. Meanwhile, we know that Sylvester Stallone and the legendary Iron Mike found themselves enshrined together in the hallowed halls of the Boxing Hall of Fame. Meanwhile, the ties to the sport run deep within the Stallone family, with the Hollywood icon's younger brother, Frank Stallone, having his own history in the ring. Recently, he joined a chorus of voices discussing the upcoming match. While some express concerns about the bout, individuals like him maintain a staunch belief that Iron Mike will emerge victorious against his considerably younger adversary. In an Instagram post, the multi-talented artist post encapsulated the anticipated finale of the bout. According to his message, a swift 2-punch sequence could potentially seal the deal. He said, Mike Tyson wins by KO on 2. Kids green and right hand crazy, left hook nullifies that, and bingo. In the footage provided, he stands amidst the vast expanse of a parking lot, a stage for his revelations. Amidst a flurry of emails inundating his inbox about the forthcoming July bout, Frank Stallone embarks on setting the scene, branding Jake Paul as nothing more than a greenhorn in the realm of boxing. It was only when he squared off against the seasoned pugilist Tommy Fury that he truly tasted the rigors of the ring. Okay, I've been getting bombarded by emails about the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight. Let me make it very clear. Jake Paul is a rank amateur. The first time he fought a guy that was a bit of a boxer, he lost to Tyson Fury's brother, said Sly Stallone's brother. Delving deeper, he elaborated on the struggles faced by the problem child, grappling with the hurdles that accompany late entry into boxing. Invariably, many find themselves overly reliant on their dominant right hand. In the realm of boxing prowess, Mike Tyson, a seasoned maestro, wields the ability to deliver formidable punches with either hand, targeting anywhere from the chin down to the body. His agility and strength are already well documented, presenting a daunting challenge to any opponent. Jake Paul, on the other hand, has yet to encounter a contender of Tyson's caliber. Despite Tyson's seasoned years, his mastery of the sport remains unparalleled as he navigates the ring with precision and expertise. Frank Stallone illustrated Tyson's approach in the peekaboo style, demonstrating how it would inevitably lead Jake Paul to unleash his right hand. He said, he's going to come in like this. This guy's going to throw a right hand bang, and he's going to catch him with the shot, and that's going to be it. Or he's going to feel that power here on the arms, because Mike knows how to take his time and pace, so you keep an eye out. Frank Stallone previously disclosed that he has been a fan of Mike Tyson's since the moment he took home the crown. On the other hand, Piers Morgan chimed in on the recent training video shared by Mike Tyson. Tyson dazzled viewers with a display of his formidable strength, effortlessly pulverizing training pads. Seeing this, British journalist Piers Morgan responded, I'm very glad I'm not Jake Paul. The anticipation is electric, saturating every conversation. Everywhere you turn, there's talk of the imminent showdown between Tyson and Paul. For Logan Paul, this fight holds profound personal importance. With his younger brother's future and potentially his well-being at stake, it's clear that the latest episode of Impulsive delved deeply into the upcoming bout. Joined by co-host Mike Malak and special guest Paul Michael Levick, better known as Triple H to wrestling aficionados, they meticulously analyzed the event. Mike Malak queried Triple H about his perspective on the Jake Paul-Tyson clash. Triple H admitted to lingering uncertainty regarding the fight. While he had viewed sparring and training footage of the two, he couldn't ascertain whether the clips were recent or dated.
Program on Netflix. Like, what do you, like, what happens, dude?
Yeah, you know, this is one of those things where, just for me, my just own personal opinion of how I feel about it, like, I don't know, like, can he do this? I see clips of him fighting, but I don't know, you know, or sparring or doing mitts or whatever, and I don't know when that's from. I don't know if that's brand new. I don't know, you know.
Can I make...
Logan Paul sought to liken Tyson to the revered Jedi Master Yoda from the Star Wars saga. He suggested that Yoda might appear unassuming and carefree, yet when it comes to combat, Yoda transforms into an unstoppable force. However, Malak interjected, reminding Logan that such comparisons draw from fiction rather than reality.
Can I make the comparison to Yoda in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Like, you know Yoda.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be hoppling around, doing whatever. But when Yoda goes to
Activates.
battle, you can't be Yoda.
But that's that's a fiction. That's a movie, man.
Bro, who cares?
I don't know. I just think it's not Yoda.
Well,
It's just an analogy.
alien man in a
And-
robe,
and-
like whatever.
Following this, the co-host of Impulsive underscored the importance of the sparring footage showcasing Mike Tyson, hinting that it could be the most up-to-date. If this assertion were confirmed, it deeply unsettles him to his core. Malak expressed his reluctance to confront Tyson under any circumstances. Triple H added that Tyson appeared to pack a punch like a tank and praised Jake's skill in maintaining distance from opponents.
I'm sure.
I don't know if it is, but that's what I'm saying. And when you watch that sparring footage, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him at all.
Looks like he can hit like a tank.
Yeah.
And your brother's really good at keeping people outside.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's going to be sparring guys who fight like Mike as well. I saw the same footage you saw, and I think that everyone has seen, because it gets 60 million views a pop on IG. And like,
when dissecting Tyson's recent interview, Mike Malak highlighted Tyson's confession of nerves. While Logan Paul emphasized the challenge of facing a younger, stronger boxer, Malak emphasized that Iron Mike remains unparalleled, standing in a league of his own.
Little interview that he did 2 days ago.
he's invincible.
He correct. But here's the thing, he actually is. Like, he's not just saying, like, he when he says that, he actually is invincible. Like he the way he described it, and I didn't expect this from him, like, he said he's nervous right now. He's nervous to get in there.
I mean, you got a young, hungry demon in front of you, bro.
Me and you have had this conversation before.
Triple H chimed in, pointing out the formidable challenge of facing the vintage Mike Tyson, even if only for a brief moment. He pondered, how does one overcome such a force if Tyson unleashes his full power for just 5 minutes? According to Triple H, Tyson doesn't necessarily need to maintain that intensity throughout the entire fight. A mere 5 seconds could prove devastating. He voiced skepticism about Jake's strategy, suggesting that Jake might resort to evasive tactics, running for 2 or 3 rounds and banking on Tyson's potential fatigue. Despite grappling with apprehensions regarding Tyson's age, the creative director of Dewey commended both Paul and Tyson for their willingness to engage in a fierce encounter. Triple H expressed his concern for the well-being of the former heavyweight champion, yet he also acknowledged Tyson's autonomy as an adult to make his own choices and pursue his desired actions.
And then you just come in there and pick them apart. But I don't know. Look, my hat's off to both of them for taking the fight, and I understand people's concerns for Mike and all that stuff. He's a grown man. If he wants to take that challenge, and medically they check him out and they say he's okay, let's go.
Do they test for DMT?
100%.
Conversely, warnings have arisen regarding the potential risks to Mike Tyson's well-being as he prepares to confront Jake Paul. Mauricio Sulaiman, the head of the WBC, acknowledges the possibility that Tyson may come to regret his decision to return to the ring. He recognizes that Tyson's boxing career had a tumultuous conclusion, characterized by being out of shape and enduring a particularly difficult phase in his life. Mauricio Sulaiman said, "Mike is a legend, and an unbelievable legend that has so many great things and is outstanding. He had a very ugly ending to his career in boxing, but he was out of shape and in a completely problematic stage of his life." Furthermore, Sulaiman emphasized that during the lockdowns, when the world craved entertainment, Mike Tyson stepped up and faced Roy Jones Jr. He performed admirably, meeting expectations by delivering an exhibition match. Tyson didn't aim to harm Roy. It was simply a showcase of his skills. However, Sulaiman believes that the upcoming bout with Jake Paul presents a distinct scenario. He described Jake as a young, robust emerging fighter with a significant social media following. Sulaiman expressed, "This time with Jake Paul is different. He is a young, strong, upcoming fighter with great social media followers. And if it is an exhibition, then we have to support it. It is good for boxing. So, let's support it and make it a great event for kids to look up to Mike Tyson and Jake Paul." Sulaiman further emphasized that every fight carries inherent danger, irrespective of age or other factors, as a single punch has the potential to alter lives. He highlighted that the WBC strives to mitigate risks for all fighters whenever they step into the ring. He said, "Every fight is dangerous regardless of age, regardless of anything. One punch can change your life. We do our best effort at the WBC to minimize the risks for all fighters when they go into the ring. We have changed the sport in the last 60 years with so many medicals, precaution weigh-ins, the 15 to 12 rounds, the weigh-in the day before, and the gloves and ring." Meanwhile, Paul Pierce, the retired NBA All-Star, harbors a profound love for boxing, leading him to provide insights into Jake's progression in the sport and to express his views on the impending fight. During an appearance on the Truth Lounge series on March 9th, Pierce hinted at the possibility that the forthcoming bout could be staged. He said, "Sports used to be unscripted, so now I'm like, it's starting to look like everything is scripted now." Pierce even compared the upcoming fight to a major wrestling event, stating, "This event right here is definitely going to be scripted. They are going to talk about what they are going to do, and they are going to be trained to deliver, just like wrestling." In the midst of the excitement, a new figure steps into the spotlight, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Coming back from the exhilarating spectacle of WrestleMania XL, his recent remarks regarding the upcoming match have piqued the interest of enthusiasts, injecting another element of anticipation into the unfolding drama. The WWE universe is familiar with the troubled history between Logan Paul and The Rock. However, it seems that Jake is on good terms with him. The Rock has jumped on board the bandwagon. Sharing a photo with Paul, he took to social media and posted, "Good to finally meet you, brother, at WrestleMania. Looking forward to your fight with the GOAT. As we briefly chatted, you wouldn't want it any other way. Can't wait to watch." Meanwhile, Jake Paul recently said that he wants the biggest names to be present for his fight with Mike Tyson. He has extended an invitation to the fight to the former US president after he coined the term for him. Jake Paul said to Fox News, "It's an all-out war. And Trump, if you are watching this is an invite. I know you used to promote Tyson, so I'd love to have you at the fight. Vivek came to my other fight, and of course the Silver Fox, Baron Trump. So Donnie, pull up. We've got tickets for you." In 1988, Trump put forth a staggering $11 million offer to secure the venue at the Atlantic City Convention Hall for Tyson's showdown against Michael Spinks. This bid positioned the event in direct competition with his very own Trump Plaza in New Jersey. After they grew close, Tyson supported Trump in his victorious 2016 presidential campaign. insane. But according to Tim O'Brien, the author of Trump Nation, Tyson once confronted Trump about an alleged extramarital affair with Robin Givens, his wife at the time. Tyson reportedly asked the former US president, "Could I ask you, are you f***ing my wife?" After the exchange, Trump is quoted as saying, "Now if I froze, I'm dead. You would have zero chance. Here's the heavyweight champion of the world, and he's a solid piece of f***ing armor." On the other hand, in front of the YouTuber's matchup with Mike Tyson, Alexander Usyk has ordered Jake Paul to give up boxing. Additionally, in a video announcing the fight, Usyk, who fights Tyson Fury later this month, in a heavyweight undisputed match, made fun of Paul. When asked his opinion of Paul during a word association game, Usyk said succinctly, "Stop boxing." In addition, Usyk was questioned concerning Paul's fierce competitor KSI, whom he referred to as a blogger. Likewise, John Kavanagh, the esteemed leader of SBG Ireland and mentor to UFC star Conor McGregor, voices his dissent regarding the upcoming fight. Kavanagh mentioned, "I don't know whether there's a wink and a nod behind the stage. Is Tyson going to be 60 or 58? Full force blows to the head at 58. No, it's not a good idea, no matter who you are. You don't need to be doing that. If it was kind of an exhibition, and they're kind of sparring, great." Kavanagh expresses his hope that the fight will be categorized as an exhibition match, aiming to reduce the risk of Tyson sustaining a significant injury. He said, "Because I was asked about not necessarily just Mike, but this kind of YouTube boxing stuff, and my take on it now, rather than being snobby about it, is I just love anything that gets more kids involved in sports." Kavanagh additionally suggested that it would be advantageous if the involvement extended to various combat sports like boxing, wrestling, or mixed martial arts, among others. He commended Jake Paul for potentially contributing to the resurgence of local boxing gyms, noting that it somewhat aligns with their own objectives, and described such initiatives as commendable.
Great if it's combat sports, whether it's boxing, wrestling, mixed martial arts, whatever the case may be. And if Jake Paul is doing a good job of filling local boxing gyms, it's a little bit of what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Kavanagh also expressed his lack of interest in other aspects of the bout, particularly because he holds the belief that someone nearing the age of 60 shouldn't be engaging in fights. While acknowledging Jake's strength and impressive record of knockouts, Kavanagh voiced his desire for the event to maintain its focus as an entertaining spectacle. He hoped that participants would simply move around the ring and engage in something resembling sparring rather than a full-fledged competitive match.
There's a thing, I'm not into the whole whatever else he's doing. Particularly on that bout, I don't think someone approaching 60 needs to be fighting. It would appear Jake hits hard.
Right.
He's knocked out a few guys. So I just hope that it is what it is. It's kind of an entertainment thing, and they move around the ring. And kind of spar. So as long as it's that, thumbs up.
Another potential outcome for the upcoming match is that it could transition into just an exhibition, lacking the intensity of a full-fledged brawl. In this scenario, Kavanagh envisions that both fighters might temper their full force, potentially offering a satisfying performance for spectators. He also noted his belief that the majority of the audience for these events are likely not high-level boxing enthusiasts. Meanwhile, MMA pundit Chael Sonnen offers a contrarian perspective, suggesting that the fight may not be as lopsided as commonly perceived. Chael Sonnen believes that the prospect of potentially losing to a YouTuber serves as a powerful motivation for Mike Tyson to approach this fight with utmost seriousness. However, Sonnen suggests that if Jake Paul were to face defeat against a 60-year-old Tyson, it could spell the end of his career. During his YouTube show, Sonnen said, "Jake Paul is a slight favorite over a greatly experienced and oversized Mike Tyson. I mean, Mike Tyson does not want to lose, and Jake cannot lose. Mike's reputation and everything so on and so forth is going to change. Jake's career comes to a screeching halt, at least in terms of his trajectory. Where he's trying to get to Canelo, it comes to a halt. It's a very fascinating situation." And now, Jake Paul has just dropped a bombshell prophecy about his imminent showdown against Tyson. Paul made an appearance at the Formula One Miami Grand Prix this past Sunday, catching up with USA Today Sports to discuss his upcoming boxing match with Tyson. Against the backdrop of the Ferrari garage at the iconic Hard Rock Stadium, host to the Miami Dolphins, Paul shared his reflections. He stated, "It's war. All is fair in love and war. I love the guy, but as soon as it turned into a pro fight, one of us has to die." Admiring Tyson, Paul added, "He's a legend. I love the guy. But at the end of the day, it's war. And you just have to go to war and put it all on the line. I still have the utmost respect for him, and I think he'll say the same about me and what I've done for the sport." Moreover, Jake Paul has at last responded to the flurry of fan criticism surrounding his forthcoming bout. He delved into a myriad of topics revolving around his upcoming bout with Tyson. While certain concessions were reached, a significant faction voiced their dissent regarding the fight's classification as a professional boxing match. Addressing those claims, Paul stated, "They're just going to say he's old and you disrespected him and all that shit, but I just want to make it clear. Mike Tyson was the one who wanted it to be a pro fight. Mike got into training camp and called up people on my team and were like, let's do a pro fight. Is Jake down?" Paul and Tyson's showdown ascended to the status of an acknowledged professional bout, featuring 8 rounds lasting 2 minutes, each and donning 14-ounce gloves. Given its official professional stature, the result will be duly documented on their respective records. Make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.